Face-off start with a whistle. Trevor Baptiste, how do you win the whistle in this match against Nardella?
It's all about staying relaxed. You know, I think there's gonna be a lot of whistles today, so you just gotta take it one at a time.
So relaxed. It's not about being tense and ready to go.
Yeah, be relaxed.
Just in the moment.
In the moment.
This should be a great matchup. Joe Nardella from Maryland and Trevor Baptiste of the New York Atlas.
As Q sprints off the field, Trevor Baptiste, who's an intense competitor, very relaxed off the field and relaxed to start this game. And one of the cool things about covering the Premier Lacrosse League, the access we get. And both face-off men are mic'd today. Let's listen.
We're good. Hold on. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Here we go. Together. Down.
It's a war down there every time, basically a wrestling match. And the Whipsnakes win the opening face-off. Baptiste is a 5-time face-off athlete of the year in the PLL. The only time he didn't win it, Joe Nardella won it back in 2020.
Rob Pennell of Maryland has just entered the tent, the injury tent, Drew, and Matt Rambo is now in on attack for the Whipsnakes.
That would be a big loss. Pennell, the 11-time All-Star. A shot on the run from the rookie Max Krevsky.
Very offensive-oriented lineup for the New York Atlas today. With Danny Logan, their top defensive midfielder out, and Malone, and now this team is a little shorthanded on offense.
Again, it's Baptiste and Nardella, and it's a miracle those mics aren't busted after a couple of face-offs. Battles between the top two guys on the planet. Nardella gets lit up. That was Michael Rexroad, 22 in white, who put the face-off 25 miles west of where we are in Villanova, and he played at Malvern Prep, which is a powerhouse in lacrosse. I mean, just to generate that much speed behind the back. Two atypical behind the back goals. One from distance, one with a pole, which that is rare. And Tyler Carpenter makes the atypical look rude in the PLL.
I'm sure Schellenberger's kicking himself like, should have stayed behind the 2-point arc there.
Generated a lot of heat with that crow hop. He's got 2 assists and now a goal in this first quarter.
But I don't think he's kicking himself that much. Like, he scored, so
yeah,
I don't think he's being too hard at himself. Far through the first quarter.
Each guy has 1-3. Quint, watching that on field level, what's it like?
Well, number one, their quickness and their speed on the whistle is just uncanny. They're so timed up with the whistle. Number two is this phase right here. This is the middle phase. They're battling for the clamp. Trevor controls the clamp. Look at Joe try to counter. And then this phase is phase 3, the escape. So think about the whistle, the clamp portion, and then the escape portion as you're watching these face-offs today.
And now Dixon has one for his second goal today, both assisted by Schellenberger.
Back! Check!
This is the second effort right here. Those type of plays are what Trevor alluded to me in that interview we did yesterday for SportsCenter. Two great face-off guys are going to kind of neutralize each other. Who can?
If they let me, sure. You're going to be okay up here by yourself?
Yeah, I can handle it. Just make sure you're wearing your gold jacket, your Hall of Fame jacket.
Well, he's going to have one of those shortly after his retirement. He'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
Let me tell you, that pass is such a high-level play. His spatial awareness, his ability to read.
A lot of the time with those long sticks, that's where you see the real heat.
There's an unpredictability factor because we've seen last night, for instance, on ESPN Plus, we saw a bunch of long pole shots that ended up down in the dirt. Guys yanking the ball. That one comes off high out of Makar's cross.
I got that off-ball pick, too. That worked well.
Yeah.
If the ball goes down, I'll just come to you. Check! You got a carp! Carp! What? Challenge it! Throw the flag! That's a 2! Hey, give me a smile. Get out a little bit sooner there. Yeah. Okay.
Well, typically you don't have to ask Trevor Baptiste to smile. He usually just is.
One of the most lovable personalities across the league. Just has this infectious energy, that big smile that we always see, and just a fierce competitor.
And you hear the importance of communication between draw men and wings.
Play by Baptiste. Looked like he was playing croquet there, batting it to Carpenter, and then it's kicked to him by Makar. That's textbook. And Baptiste will stay in play. That's his 5th face-off win. If he's Superman, the only kryptonite-ish is Nardella, who's right behind him. Colin Heacock is 3 for 3 shooting. Rest of the team 0 for 14.
It's Heacock's first game of the year.
Yeah, Heacock did not dress up. Yeah, the
so far this season.
first 2 weeks.
That was Rambo's first point of the season. Roman Puglisi out of the fray. With the pickup, Puglisi shoots. That's a save by Entenmann. It did not cross the goal line. The entire ball has to get over it for it to be a goal, and Entenmann saved it.
You know Maryland's going to be looking at the iPad on the sideline, whether they should challenge it.
They've got 30 seconds.
That little deception tricked Krebs.
It was a vicious shot against a lefty goalie, an offside hip bouncer.
Baptiste whacks it back. Carpenter looking to keep it alive. He does the same. Ground ball is still loose. And look who's got it. It's Xander Dixon with those silky mitts.
And he brings it back near side high.
Yeah, Carroll going against conventional wisdom in terms of how you approach that shot.
His whole career's kind of been against conventional wisdom, right? He was a
Slide. Someone else has got to bump down for you.
And when you slide directly to someone's face, it's easy to identify and then dissect.
clean win for Baptiste. Inside of 10 seconds. Here comes Kelleher. Trying to use that in the semifinals. Q, you're a resident goalie. What do you got on Liam Entenmann?
Well, he's been in a great flow state from the beginning of this game when he made some pretty easy saves, and then his confidence has built since then. Jimmy Stagnita, before halftime, referenced, we've got to move him. And when you're talking about moving a goalie, you're talking about passing the ball side to side, east to west, let's say, across the formation, or back to front. That moves the goalie's feet, it moves his head, it moves his eyes. If you're just running in and shooting off of an isolation, that benefits a goalie like Liam Entenmann.
Yeah, to your point, Quint, 5 first half goals for Maryland, 4 were assisted.
You got that crap first time. Right in front of you. In front of you. Go on.
Max Krevsky couldn't handle it for the Atlas. A chance for the Whipsnakes early. TJ Malone will settle it down. A nice play by Colin Squire. Kind of stepping up into that void Michael Earhart left when he retired before last season. Best long stick midfielder PLL has seen. Here goes Baptiste. One touch to Schellenberger. Outside the arc. And the shot by Michael Gray.
Offers. Basically, Quinnipiac was the only one. Decided to go to Deerfield, had a growth spurt, and he has now become, at age 36, he's on the cusp of a record. Just an amazing career that didn't look like it was going to go too far out of high school. He had all sorts of different.
This is a little bit different, though. This is no tip-off. This is a war.
Check.
Trevor Baptiste and Joe Nardella, 2 of the best on the planet, both wearing the mics today, and they are even 10 face-off wins apiece.
It's up Schellenberger, and he makes him pay.
They added the assist back, so. Wow, I mean, he earned it there. That was a great outlet. And the Atlas' first goal in 20 minutes. On the ride, Schellenberger's got it. Carpenter out there playing offense for now with the pull. There's Costabile into the feet of Krebs. Can the Whipsnakes generate something on the run? Here's Zapatello.
Quinn, I think that's the most difficult save for a goalkeeper. Do you agree?
It is, but it shouldn't get that far. Carroll, a known righty, that's his preferred habitat. As Drew said, if you watch Georgetown make a little run at Duke this year in the first round of the NCAA tournament, he dominated that area. You've got to know to step up and take away his right hand and make him roll back left-handed.
Yeah,
Conditioning program back at your college, kind of training on your own, and maybe he's playing himself into peak performance, because today he's been on.
3-3. Connor Schellenberger. The twister shot, bring it across your face to Costabile. Something we saw Michael Sowers do a lot last week when Water Dogs attackman had 7 assists. He credited the midfielders dodging, drawing the slides, the doubles, spinning it through X, and that's where the magic happens. With the great passers on this Atlas offense, it's got to be like an incentive for everyone else to move off ball, find open space, and make yourself available.
Well, you know, if you do, you're going to get rewarded. Teat and Schellenberger, you can basically have a 2-quarterback system.
And Schellenberger again, he's got.
Maryland has found something on Entenmann. Good shield there by Mazzone, creating the open lane for Nardella to track down that loose ball.
By 1, it's 3 points in 28 seconds for the Whips. Nardella wins another. Maryland can tie or take the lead here. Squires can't handle the pass, tracks it down before it goes out of bounds. Big face-off. Nardella's got 3 in a row at a critical juncture of this game.
And Maryland's going to have numbers if they push here.
Yeah, the Atlas were overlooked.
Him here on this Maryland bench, Jimmy Stagnita, basically 3 yards onto the field. Coach, what's changed in the last 3 minutes?
Just a lot of energy, finishing our shots like we've talked about, hitting the cage, picking up a lot of ground balls. So
it's always the little things. Starts with possessions. Nardella had been on a roll.
And they've hit 4 straight shots, 5 points in 80 seconds. Malone out of Westchester, PA. One of many Philly natives making their homecoming this weekend. Squires had it. It was poked out and right to Krebs. Whips are shooting 6 of 12 in the 4th quarter with a 2-pointer.
Jim Stagnita yelling to his defense, 2-possession game, 2-possession game.
early.
Baptiste voicing his displeasure with the call of the hold on the faceoff. Pennell picked up the assist on that last Malone goal. It's Pennell's 3rd assist of the day.
Tierney of the league asking Matty Palin if he wants to look at that again. He does not, so we'll continue on with play.
Maryland has scored 6 goals off of face-off wins this quarter. And they've hit 7 of their last 9 shots. Can Baptiste create some energy? Krebs saw it all the way.
Maryland's found another gear when they look